beautiful mind like Russell Crowe. I tried to hustle snow. Now I sit in the front row. I had to grow. I've been to and fro. Put holes like Kama Sutra holes. Got hit with bottles, gashes left. I needed sutures to close it. If it ain't dope, don't put your nose in it. Stay in a child's place. This grown man business. I bear my soul like a naked witness, telling my own story. I guess I'm snitching.
What up, though?
What up, though? What up, though, everybody? Welcome in to the Giving My Props Sports Betting Podcast family. I am Larry Williams, aka one of those little tree friends that Bob Ross used to paint. He is Jan By, aka Gin and Juice, and this is the Giving My Props Sports Betting Podcast. They can't see you, Jan. You could just
What
be
up,
like, "What up,
though?
though?" America, he's tripping out. He remembers that nobody watches us on YouTube. Everybody listens to us on the podcast. Anyway, welcome into the show. My man taking a sip of his adult beverage in which nobody's sponsoring us, so we're not going to show you what he's drinking. Anyway, man, this is the Sports Band Podcast, mostly NBA and NFL, but we're going to talk about all things that are popular culture and just life experiences and stuff like that. Like, an example of the things that are life experiences. I got a call from my kid's social studies teacher today, man. How do you deal with that? You know, how do you deal with that? Yeah? What do you do, James?
I mean, I was obviously maybe since it was a call. I mean, it's bad news. I guess. I guess they don't call to say your student doing great.
No, they never call when he's doing great. Like he's doing great. You know, he's all, rack up a few A's in a row or anything. They never call. You know?
So I don't know. Yeah. I hate to deal with that.
Well, Kyrie's back. What do you think?
Oh yeah, I mean they're still sorry, but yeah, he's back. I mean, they're still on the verge of not making the playoffs. Yeah, so
Yeah, they got cleaned up. They got cleaned up tonight by in an overtime game though. So it's not not all's not lost, but they did still get cleaned up tonight by Embiidless Philly. Is Embiidless a word?
oh, wow, you just made it up. I guess it is.
Well, yeah, it's a word now. I just made it up. Embiidless Philly, and that happened. Something else happened that I felt like I wanted. Dave Chappelle got in trouble. Did you see the monologue? His Saturday Night Live monologue?
No, no, I didn't see what happened.
Oh, he was great, and well, I, he was Dave, and which is traditionally great, and he got a lot of trouble. They're on his tail right now, or on his ass. Can I say ass without you having to push the special button or what have
Hey,
you?
we are explicitly content, so you can say whatever you want.
Oh well, shit. Let's rock on. Listen, tell me what game surprised you the most, likely? Because it was a very chalky week last week.
Yeah, a lot of
But a
talk.
couple of games that surprised you.
The Minnesota,
What's the one that surprised you the most?
the Minnesota Cowboys really surprised me. That really shocked me. I didn't see. Not to say that I thought Dallas couldn't win a game. You know what I'm saying? I was going with Minnesota, but they blew them. They blew the doors off Minnesota. It was never a game, ever. when
If
when they
if
flipped the
you
coin,
going with that, man, if what you say when they flipped the coin?
that's the last time it was a game.
Listen, since you're going with that one, I gotta go all the way out to the Detroit, New York game. Like, dude, who thought the Giants would get manhandled by Detroit? By the Lions. Our Lions are.
Yeah, that was. I hate to say that was embarrassing because I got a D hat on, so I should be riding with Detroit. A lot of Detroit fans get mad at me because I kind of tell the truth sometimes, but that really shocked me that Detroit went in there and manhandled the Giants. Saquon did nothing. They stopped Saquon, and pretty much if you stop Saquon, you pretty much probably gonna win the game. You know, and they did that.
Well, based on that record, they only stopped Saquon 3 times this year. So it's not like you can just stop him because like we stopped Saquon No, he really does numbers, and he's a really big time player, and they shut him down. Hutchinson had a good game, the top pick, and for what the Lions top pick, I think he went second or third overall.
Yeah,
Uh, but
he he looks real good. He looks real good. It looked like that was a good pick.
yeah, I
He
mean,
actually had an interception, and that's his second interception for a defensive end that had two interceptions. That's kind of crazy.
somebody else, another defensive end or tackle got a big time interception this week too. Who was that?
Oh, T.J. Watt.
TJ Watt, was it TJ Watt?
Yeah.
Hell, his whole family's in the NFL. I think their mom played in the NFL. No disrespect, TJ Watt. I know your mom ain't playing in the NFL. It was a joke. Okay, don't get upset with me. Um, the Pistons are really trying to hang in there with Denver tonight, and that's an admirable effort there. I really appreciate the Pistons for trying to make this a game, and you know I hope they win tonight. But let's move on into week 12. Um, Thanksgiving. Where you going for Thanksgiving? What's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Um, well, I like the fried turkey. I haven't been doing it since I married a Dominican woman. They don't celebrate Thanksgiving, so she don't really care
Well,
too much for turkey.
for
So
good reason.
right. But I like the fried turkey, the deep fried turkey. That's what I like. And we're probably going to my wife's friend's house for
Okay,
Thanksgiving.
so I mean they're gonna have food there. You said they don't celebrate it. I don't know, what do they do?
Yeah. They're gonna have food just because her
You
friend is
gotta eat.
married to an American, so um,
Okay, okay. So it might be a situation where the friends and the family of that person comes over, right?
yeah. But
Okay.
just in general, the Dominicans really don't celebrate it on their own. Like they celebrate it because we do if they here, but they don't really celebrate it.
Well, it's definitely an American tradition. Uh, definitely not applicable to any other nation states around the world. But enough of that stuff. Well, my bad. I'm supposed to put my stuff out there. We going to my sister crib and for Thanksgiving, and my favorite my favorite food, honestly, for Thanksgiving is really macaroni and cheese. But I can't eat it anymore because I'm lactose intolerant in America. So now my favorite Thanksgiving food is collard greens. I
Oh,
want some collard greens.
I love collard
Don't
greens.
try to give me no turnips or no mustard. I want collard greens, okay, with the turkey meat in there. Um, but that's enough of that. Going out to my sister crib. You know my sister. Shout out Teresa. We love you. Even though I know you probably not gonna listen to the pod, but maybe we will one day. You'll go back and listen and hear we shout you out on one Thanksgiving episode. Um, so 3 games on Thanksgiving. Usual slate. Lions are playing. Dallas is playing. And they threw Minnesota. Who's traditionally that third team? How did they do that third team? I don't even know how that comes out. Like because for the longest it was only the two teams.
They randomly do that third game. It's not a set team that has that third game. They usually just random the game. I really wish they random all the games, in my opinion, but um, it's not
Well,
my
you can't do
choice.
that travel schedule and all this other crap. You know, what I mean, divisional things going on. You know, uh, but number one up next, Detroit. First game of the night. Detroit Lions are at home against Buffalo. Buffalo's been there for since last week. They played there. They practiced there. Jokers had to dig several key Buffalo players. They didn't dig. They didn't dig the guy down there. You down the bench. You still stuck in your house right now. I don't know how the hell you got to the airport,
Right, but
but Josh
Josh,
Allen.
yeah, they got him up out of there. They got him up. The cavalry came. The D
Yeah,
come out. They got him up out of there.
there were a couple of guys who got dug out. It was more than just Josh Allen, but they were all key players. They did not get. If you are the third string, anything, they didn't dig you out. Okay, you were not dug out. You probably live next door to me or Jan. Okay. Uh, But I don't expect Detroit to win four in a row, but heck, I didn't expect them to win three in a row. I'm taking Buffalo. I'm giving as many points as I have to, and I think it was 9 or 9.5 the last I looked at it. What are you thinking? Why, Dan?
It's 9.5. I'm not going to bet it either way, but I think Buffalo will win the game. But I kind of think the Lions will cover. I think they're gonna make. They might show up. They've been playing real enthused over this little mini win streak that they have been going on. Um, they was the crowd favorite through the hard knocks. Everybody was jumping on their bandwagon. They kind of let people down, but they seem to got it together lately. So I actually like the Lions to cover, but I'm not betting it. I'm not betting it. Buffalo could do anything. Buffalo
You
could blow
like
them out.
classic comment, man? Are you kidding? Hell, they've been there. What hotel you think they stand in? We both from Detroit, so what hotel you think they stand? Or do you think they stand in the city first and foremost?
um,
The arena's in the city.
yeah, they probably downtown. I imagine they downtown. I'm not sure, but they probably downtown, where they somewhere in Dearborn or something. I wonder what do the visiting teams practice at. That's probably where they at,
You
wherever
think
they.
they practice at Wayne State?
I'm not. Well, Wednesday got an outdoor facility, so they not probably practicing
Wayne
there.
State's a local Wayne State University. Shout out to Wayne State and everybody that goes to school over there. Not trying to play y'all facilities, but just don't know if they're up to standards with an NFL team. Let's move on. We both like Buffalo money line for sure. He likes Lions with the spread. I'm inclined to give as many points as I need. I don't. He hadn't learned his lesson against Buffalo. I don't need to learn a lesson. I wouldn't bet against them anyways. Giants are going to Dallas. This is going to be a big game. Giants are coming off a tough loss and Dallas off a big win. This is what I call a trap game for Dallas, a trap game. And I think the Giants go in there and beat them.
Yeah, I actually like the Giants too. I haven't bet this one yet, um, but I definitely would take the Giants plus the 9.5.
You
Uh,
make me want to go Shannon Sharp. You know what, Dan? I bet you one measly little case. You want to bet one? I bet you one measly little case against my two cases. You made me want to do that kind of spill, but I won't. We both like the Giants. We'll just let it rest there. I definitely wouldn't bet it. It's a tough divisional matchup. I don't want anything to do with it as far as Vegas is concerned. What's the spread right now, or does it even
nine
matter?
and a half. Yeah,
Not on the Giants Dallas game.
yeah, 9.5. I think the last game they played, Dallas won by 3. Let me look that up real quick. You can go ahead while I try to look that up.
Well, we got the random game for Thanksgiving, the raffle pick. But they gave us a good one. They could have stuck us with a really bad game, and I won't call out any teams in particular when I say a really bad game. But you know who you are. Uh, 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 Houston, uh, Chicago. Uh, it, you know, Atlanta, Vegas. I won't call you guys out. You know who you are. But the rando game is New England versus Minnesota. New England versus Minnesota. So that's your third and final Thanksgiving game. I'll probably be overdosed on collard greens by then. But I'll try to keep my eye open. I think Minnesota needs this win after that bad loss. New England, really tough win. Even though they won 5 million games in a row against the Jets, I think it was a really gutsy win. But I still got to take Minnesota in this game at home. Minnesota's at home, and I got to take them.
Yeah, I like Minnesota as well. New England just can't score the ball. I was about to say the basketball. New England, because I'm watching
No,
the
we're okay.
basketball game, and Memphis is down by 3 points, literally, with 1 minute to
Yeah,
go.
but how
But
many points are total on the board? Yeah, that's
yeah, that's not gonna hit the total. But
what's the score?
104 to 101.
Well,
Sacrifice.
hold on, bro. Now, if they could tie this basketball
Oh
game,
yeah,
and
you in there?
I'm mildly interested now. They're both at 100. Man, what did I say? If they get in there at like 106 each, I'm in there.
Oh yeah, you definitely in there. If it go to overtime, you're gonna win if they go to overtime. But yeah, so we pray for
Well,
that. But
I'm praying for that.
back to this Minnesota game. I'm taking Minnesota minus 2.5. They should cover. New England could just can't score the football. Like they're not a high scoring team. I think Minnesota is too overpowered. They do play good defense, but I think at the end of the day it's just enough. Minnesota came off a bad loss. They're going to try to redeem themselves. So give me Minnesota minus 2.5. I haven't bet this yet, but I probably will.
Probably will. Yeah,
Yeah,
I probably will. They're at home. People don't like them. Well, when I say people, I mean you, Vegas. Nobody likes them. Everybody disrespects them. You disrespect the Giants as well. You disrespect the Giants as well, but that's okay. Tampa's going to Cleveland. Who's winning that game, Jan? Why?
yeah. This one I struggle with this one. I really struggle with this one. I'm gonna take a pass. I guess I got to pick somebody. I'm
Yeah,
probably.
of course. You don't get to just damn I take a pass. What do you mean? We're doing a podcast, dude. Our family's out there. Hey, like everybody, I'm just not gonna say anything about this game. Numbers or not, you know.
Yeah, I like. I'm gonna take Cleveland plus 3.5. I'm not betting it though, but I'm gonna take Cleveland plus 3.5. I think they're playing at home. Cleveland is okay at home. They run the ball well. Tampa, I still don't believe in Tampa yet. They've been struggling, even though they got a couple of wins under their belt after they went on that like 4 game skid. I think it was 3 games, but I just don't like Tampa. Uh, Give me Cleveland plus 3.5. But I'm not betting
Yeah,
it though.
I'm just gonna take the home team in this one, and I'm not gonna bet it, but I'll take the home team in this one. Cincinnati's going to Tennessee. I think this is a real tough test for Cincinnati. I think they eke it out. I know they're giving points in this one. Don't know how many, but I'm inclined to take them and take Tennessee with the points, though I think Cincinnati's going to win it money line.
I'm actually gonna say Titans. I'm actually going to the Titans. I actually might bet this. Uh,
Ooh.
Tennessee just rolling along, rolling under the radar.
They
Derrick
won the
Henry,
Deccan Conference last year. They didn't win the conference, but they were the number one
they were the
seed
number
in
one
the
seed,
conference.
and they're 7-3 on the low. Like people probably don't even know they're 7-3. They're 7-3 on
That's
the low.
that's really tough. That's really tough.
Yeah, so they Derrick Henry a bust, but Derrick Henry is hard to stop. So I don't see anybody. I think Derrick Henry runs down the Bengals' throat to keep Joe Burrow on the sideline. No chase. Yeah, give me Tennessee. Give me Tennessee, and I'm probably gonna bet this one. I haven't bet it as yet, but
You
I'm
said
probably
no
gonna bet
change.
it.
What's the update on change? What happened?
Uh, he's still out. He's still out. I don't know when he's coming back, but it's he out for a while though. Let me see if I can look it up real quick while we're talking.
Well,
You could take it. You could take it. Let me look up this injury. I really should have had
the
this written
next
on
game is
here.
not gonna. The next game is not that interesting in my opinion. Easy route. I'm guessing the line because I don't remember a double digit spread this week, so I'm guessing the line's 9.5 because Houston's going to Miami. Now that's the battle of the strip club city.
Right.
Man, listen, I've been to adult entertainment establishments or strip clubs or what have you, dance clubs or whatever you want to call them. I've been there. I'm in both cities, and what I gotta say is that they're equal, in my opinion, because Houston has a whole different flavor of candy than Miami does. But Miami's candy is really, really tasty, and I think if I had to choose something, I'm gonna choose Miami because it's warm and there's water and they're rolling right now. Tua looks great. Those wide receivers, you can't stop them. Secondary looks really strong out there. I'm taking Miami, and I'm giving the 9 or 9.5. What is it? Who are you taking?
It's 13 actually. 13.
I don't
It's
remember that. Oh, I
yeah.
feel embarrassed.
It's 13. That's a lot of points. I
Yeah, I'm
mean,
taking I'm taking Houston at 13 or whatever. Now I'm switching. Can I flip flop that fast?
yeah, you can flip. Yeah, you didn't know the
Okay.
line. Yeah, you can flip
No,
flop.
I didn't know the daggone line. 13. I'm taking Houston at 13. Sorry. Shout out to my dog Marcus in Houston.
Yeah, yeah. I'm definitely leaning to the Houston plus 13. I'm not betting it, but Miami is going to win this game. I just don't know if they're going to win by 13, which they possibly could. I mean, but you just don't know. That's just a lot of points in the NFL. Um,
Yeah, that's a ton of points.
but Miami should win. I will probably try to money line this game, and I actually think I got a Miami. I gotta check it. I got a parlay in a money line parlay in, and I'll tell you in a second.
Eh, Look, two battle tested teams. My opinion, this might be the best game of the week. Don't want to get labeled that way. Chicago's going to New York or New Jersey to face the New York Jets. Um, Justin Fields has been playing really well, but I think he hurt himself, like the little kid that falls down and scrapes his knee. I think he hurt himself last game. I'm taking the Jets. They're at home. Don't know what the line is on this one, but money line, I'd take the Jets.
Yeah, the Jets actually have been playing well before. They just New England just has their number. New England just has the Jets number 14 times in a row. They just have their number. So sometimes a team could be.
Wait, did America? I hope you gave us our props, or I hope you gave me my props. Jan, I don't know about you.
Oh no, I was all on it. That was one of the bets I won. But
I mean, of course, but I know you wanted America to give you a props.
oh
I
yeah,
wanted
give us our
America to give
props.
my props.
Yeah,
You
give us
know,
our props for that
please.
14 in a row. But sometimes a team just have a mental strain on you, so you got to come over that mental hurdle. But the Jets have been playing real well, so I definitely going with the Jets on this game. Let me see what is the line. The line is
I'm guessing
it's
three and
four
a half,
it's 4.5.
4.5. Wow,
It's four and
whole
a
point
half.
I was off.
And we don't know if the quarterback is playing or not.
Oh, Fields, yeah, he might not play, so I guess I could have gave it there.
Yeah, he
Um,
definitely questionable.
Phoenix won on the money line first quarter too.
Offense one. That's good. Good job.
Yeah. What about that Memphis game? It's over.
Uh, Hold on. Memphis down by two. With Ja at the line, about to take it to one.
Shooting two. Oh, about taking the one.
Yeah, he just took it to one. It's a 1 point game with 5 seconds to go. They about to foul. Yeah, it's about to foul.
What's the score?
109 to 108.
Wow, 10 points to
Yeah,
11 points. Wow,
and
that's
they just fouled, so they're gonna go shoot, and then Memphis gonna have a chance to tie this game if they make both free throws. Um, who was at the line?
maybe he misses one, makes one. Rim
He's
off rims the first.
he's Malik Monk is at the line, so I imagine he's gonna
Malik
miss.
Monk.
He's probably gonna miss a free throw.
You think Malik Monk's gonna miss a free throw?
He's probably gonna miss. Let me see. Oh, he made the first one.
Oh, that's bad news.
And I'm sorry for all the hardcore football fans. We jumped right to basketball, but this is
Well, we got a live bet going right now, so
yeah.
we've got a bet going right now. So we interrupting the podcast.
Oh, he made both
Late
of them.
breaking news.
He made both of them time out. He time out.
So they're down three.
Yep. But back to where was that? The Cleveland? No, not Cleveland. The
No,
Bears.
we're at the Jets Bears. The
The
Jets
Jets
at home
Bears.
against the Bears.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Give me the Jets, and I'm willing to take the 4.5, but I haven't bet it yet. I didn't bet
Yeah,
this yet.
I know you'll get a 4.5 for that one. I would too. Atlanta's going to Washington. Both of these teams are kind of like those middle of the road teams. Washington's been playing better as of late. Atlanta's kind of uptick too, to be honest. Washington's at home. Very chalky week last week. I gotta take Washington just because they're home. Just because I don't really know who's better between those two teams. To be honest.
Right, they're even. It's kind of like it's a pick 'em. It's a coin flip. They got the line at actually this line might be maybe a point slightly too high. Uh, it's at 4. Atlanta plus 4. So
Ah,
I think
is
Washington.
Washington that much better? I mean, I think they're a little better.
They might be a little better, but they're not that much better. Atlanta has been covering every spread as underdog, so I'm leaning to Atlanta to cover the spread. They probably might lose by 1 or 2, um, but I haven't bet it yet. I don't have a lot of bets in as of right now. Um, but
When you talk about dumpster diving, man, when you talk about dumpster diving, you talk about this next game. Denver's going to Carolina. Name two marquee players that you'd like to see in that game.
Denver Carolina game.
Denver's going to Carolina. Name two marquee players that you really want to see in that game.
Well, because I got him on my fantasy team, Deontay Foreman.
Who? Don't you dare, man. I said marquee players.
He's on my fantasy team. They really have nobody that they have no jersey sellers. I mean, I guess Russell Wilson. He's right. He's a name. He's a name. But yeah, they don't have a lot of people that you want to see. Melvin Gordon got cut. I don't know if he was up on that. He just fumbled one too many times.
Well, remember just a few weeks ago that like we're gonna give him additional responsibilities and all of that stuff and step it up, and he didn't do it.
Well, he fumbled too much. He the first time they played the first time. You know what? You know what? Give me the Broncos. I don't think I'm gonna bet it, but give me the
I mean,
Broncos.
the Broncos seem like the common sense pick in this. The only thing that you could possibly say is that Carolina's at home. I'm taking the Broncos too, and I think we're moving on. Baltimore's going to Jacksonville. This is going to be a harder game than people think.
I think so
This is a
too.
harder game than people give it credit for. Okay. Jacksonville is really tough, but I'm really high on Baltimore. I'm still taking Baltimore. Who are you taking and why are you taking them, Jan?
I'm taking Jacksonville. I might take the plus
Let's
four
see.
though. I think I'm taking Jacksonville plus 4. Jacksonville actually is and I hate I didn't write none of this stuff down today. But Jacksonville actually has a winning record against the spread.
I'm going to need to get your preparation game together. He likes Jacksonville. I like Baltimore. Chargers are going to Arizona. Chargers are a little better than people think with the addition of well, not the addition, but with the receivers coming back. Arizona, Kyler Murray out. They didn't look great. Give me the Chargers in this one, even though they're not as good as we thought they'd be. I still think they'd be the Murrayless, if that's a word. Is that a word?
Yeah, it sounds good to me.
Okay. They don't beat a Murrayless Arizona Cardinals team. They beat a Murrayless Arizona Cardinals team. Though Nuke looked good. Nuke looked really good, but still, I just think it's too much on the Chargers side. They got big names on both sides of the ball. Give me the Chargers. Who and why, Jan? Who's the favorite? What's the spread? Give us the rundown based on the numbers.
Um, the spread is 4.5. Yeah, give me the Chargers too. They actually should have won that game against um, the Chiefs, but you can't give Patrick Mahomes any time left to go score. He's going to do it every single time. Um, but they played good. They looked real good. Um, and like I said, Arizona is not looking that great at all. Um, and and people are saying, and even me, they look kind of better with Colt McCoy, if that makes sense. um,
Prior to this weekend, everybody said Dallas looked better with Cooper Rush, though, prior to this
right,
weekend.
right.
But They kind of do look a little better with Colt McCoy, but he was on his back a lot last game.
Yeah, yeah, but they was getting there. So Kyler Murray would have been running around doing 360s and doing what playing Madden. Because
Well, he's basically playing to his strength. That's what kind of player he is, and so
right, yeah,
you
yeah,
know
definitely, he's off the script type player. But you got to have some kind of script to you got to have some kind of rhythm. 1, 2, 3, get rid of the ball. And Kyler does not play like that at all. He holds the ball for 20 seconds.
he
So
plays Tecmo Bowl where you back up for 60 yards and then throw it 90 yards. You remember Tecmo Bowl? That made for some of our younger listeners. Tecmo Bowl is possibly the greatest football game of all time, next to Madden, because Madden has gone to a whole different level. But if you say anything outside of Madden, Tecmo Bowl
right,
for sure, right?
yeah. Temple Bowl definitely number two. But Temple Bowl was the fun factor. It was the arcadey game. When run
They had the
around.
real names on the game before anybody else too, so it was like Madden before Madden.
Yeah, definitely.
It was very video gamey though. Like you said, it had the fun factor. Vegas is going to Seattle. The Raiders, little worse than everybody thought they would. Well, not a little, lot worse than everybody thought they would be. Seattle, a little better than everybody thought they would be. I think the Raiders may be trying to crawl back into this thing. I think they go and beat Gino and them, right? And them,
Yeah, and no.
okay, because I mean, who's out there? Metcalf's out there, and Lockett is Lockett out there.
Yeah,
Um,
Lockett's there.
yeah, so
They coming
and
off a
them,
bye too. They coming
yeah.
off a bye. I
So
think
rust or rest.
right. Which one is it? Rust or rest? But they're at home. Seattle actually plays real good at home. And I kind of like Seattle in this game. I'm not betting it though. It's a lot of games. It's a lot of coin flip games this week. Um, I'm not betting this one, but I do like Seattle to win the game. I think the points is a little bit too high. This probably should be more like a pick 'em.
Hmm. I don't know. What's the points on this? Who's favored and who
Uh,
what's the layout of the land based on Vegas?
Seattle by 3.5.
Okay. Um. Well, I mean, they earned that in my opinion. Vegas has earned it as well. So both teams have earned that line.
Right.
I'm gonna just say Vegas because I feel like they're warming up. Starting to develop some of that chemistry that you expected them to have in the beginning of the season. But they just didn't have it. It just wasn't there. They lost a ton of games coming out the gate. Rams, they don't look right. They're going to Kansas City. They're gonna get blown out, Jan. They're getting blown out. You know that music when Jaws connect. Dun, 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 dun. That's it right there. They're
Right.
gonna get blown out. What do you think?
Yeah, I think they're gonna get blown out, but I actually think they're not gonna cover. They're gonna cover the spread. They probably gonna lose
What's
by.
the spread? 29.5 or something? It's one of those college spreads.
It's
Georgia against Troy
yeah,
State.
yeah. It's one of them college spread. It's 14 and a half points.
I wonder why. I wonder why.
Kansas
Even though I
City,
hate those big double digit spreads, I
yeah.
do. I hate them.
Kansas City has actually, I think they have a losing record when the spread is like over 10 or better. But I know why it's this high. I mean, Kansas City is good. They're good. They're rolling. They look like a fine oil machine. Patrick Mahomes back there looking like the MVP that he
How
is.
many touchdowns did Kelsey have? He had 3 touchdowns, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah, three. Yep, three.
That's you know.
Yeah.
You don't think at any point they tried to double team him, or you think they did and just couldn't do anything about it?
From what I seen, they didn't double team him at all. They pretty much put their best defenders on him. They switched it up. A lot of times it was Derwin James against them. A lot of times it was Asante Samuel Jr. But Kelsey is probably going to end up being probably the top three tight ends of all time when he finished. So you can't put Derwin James single coverage against Kelsey. No disrespect to Derwin
And I'm gonna
James.
say you can't put Shannon Sharp. And I'm gonna say you can't put Shannon Sharp, Antonio Gates, and freaking uh, 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 Gronk over Kelsey. I'm gonna say that.
I like Antonio. I mean, I like Tony Gonzalez. I was about to say
Oh,
Antonio.
excuse me, Tony Gonzalez as well. I left him out. Sorry, Tony. Which
His
you're probably the best out of those.
Yeah, he's definitely the best. His numbers are through the roof. He's on the list with receivers. I think Antonio Gonzalez is like number four all time, like with receivers. I'm not talking about tight ends. I'm talking about on the receiver list with T.O., Randy Moss, Jay Rice, and I think is Tony. Uh, you, I'm getting old, but Tony Gonzalez. He's right behind Doom on the receiving list. That's how high up. He is no tight end even close to him, but Gates as far as the numbers. They didn't pass a lot in Shannon Sharp's day. Later in his career,
I'm
they
surprised Gronk isn't up there. Like, maybe his career was too short. I
yeah, his
thought he
career
had
was
an
too short.
extended career
He,
though.
yeah, his career was too short. Remember his first retirement, he was still in his 20s. I want to say he was like 28, 29. The first time he retired, he's not that old. He didn't play a lot, so he don't have a lot of all-time stats. He has like some season stats to go up there, but not all-time. You know what I'm saying? Tony,
Yeah, no, I could totally see that.
yeah,
Um, but the bottom line is, me and Vegas think Kansas City gonna blow out the Rams. But I hate those big old spreads. Since I know it's 14 and a half, my advice, because I hadn't laid anything yet, America. Okay, I gotta be honest with you, I hadn't played anything yet. And maybe Jan just tells you what his plays are going to be. We're just kind of giving you what our take is on these games. Um, I just don't see the Rams being competitive in this at all. But 15 points, geez, oh Pete, it is the Rams.
right. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. I'm not betting it. I mean, Kansas City is going to win this game, but I just don't know. They probably win by 12 or 13. They might not cover the 14 and a half spread, but they probably could though. It's not like they can't, but I like to stay away from double digit spreads.
New, New Orleans is going to Frisco. Do they have a chance in hell the way Frisco's playing right now?
Frisco look real good. They look real good. Uh,
They got your boy Derry Sanders out in the flats. They got Debo in the backfield. They're doing all kinds of crazy stuff out there, man.
they look real good, but San Francisco is one of them teams that play down to their competition. That game was like a home game. It was like 80% San Fran fans
Hey,
there.
hey, 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 but look, Andy Dalton heard they was signing Cam Newton and started playing. He had the game of his life. It's 297, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Andy Dalton, hey, Andy Dalton, like the hell was that? You ain't gonna just throw me out like trash, like old trash.
Right, right. They're playing in San Fran. I think the line a little too high. San Fran is coming off that big win. I think the line too high. I would lean to New Orleans plus 9. They get nine
Ooh.
points.
I mean, rightfully so. I think nine's a little high, 7.5, 6.5, maybe. Well, really 7.5. I wouldn't even say 6.5. San Francisco looks so damn good. Anyway, either both of us like San Francisco. He likes that 9 points. I don't trust it. I think they might blow them off. I think this may be another blowout, chalky sort of deal. I don't know that I'm taking the home team in this one. I think I took the Chargers. Um, really tough to kind of really kind of tough to jump outside of that lane. Green Bay's going to Philly. This game is not going to be as competitive as people think. Green Bay, I think they get brought to earth with Philly. Tough game a couple weeks ago. They got to bounce back. I think they go ahead and blow out Green Bay. Uh, Not sure what the numbers are on this, Jan. I know you know.
It's
You're a
seven.
numbers guy.
It's seven. Green Bay
That's
plus
5 points.
7.
That's
That is a
that's
lot
a
of
lot of points.
points. I actually think Green Bay going to keep this game competitive. Philly has shown a little bit of vulnerability. Um, you can run the ball on them. So I think Aaron Jones has a big day. And I think they keep this game close. I think Philly probably will win, but I don't think they cover the spread. I think it comes down to the wire. And just don't give Aaron Rodgers the ball last because I think he'll kill you.
What
Um,
about Zaire? He was hurt? Did he come back or what's his story?
uh, the last I know, he was good. Unless you got new
Okay.
information. Uh,
No, no, this may have been in a dream. People have been coming to me lately in dreams. Don't laugh at me, America. The Monday night game, Pittsburgh going to the Colts. I'm sure there's some numbers to support the Steelers winning this game, but I don't know what they are. I just got a funny feeling they're going to win this one. Embarrassing loss at home. What happens, man?
yeah, well, actually, they have numbers at home. As an underdog at home, they don't have a lot of numbers being away like this.
Taylor's playing a little better too. He's playing a little better.
Yeah, yeah. But the Colts got a Saturday boost. You know what I'm saying on Sunday. Um, but Jeff Saturday got these guys playing real good. Like they they they
They're playing at a higher level for
they
sure.
playing at a high level. Phillies just got up out of there. Easily could have lost that game. Give me the Colts. Jonathan Taylor look like he's back. Uh, yeah, give me the Colts. I don't think. I think the number might be a little too high. This should be a pick 'em in my opinion. It's at minus 2.5 to the Colts. The Colts favorite by minus 2.5. I think it should be probably like one or two, maybe one. But give me the Colts. I'm not betting it. I don't like the points.
It's a wrap. Tell the people what you are betting, man, because
Uh,
we at the end of the damn schedule. And I don't know if anybody knows what we're betting based on the things
right,
we said.
right.
We waffled so much today.
Yeah. I actually got a Minnesota Buffalo parlay in at plus 105. I'm playing safe this week, but I am going to bet Tennessee money line, so I'm going to bet that too. So I'm betting Minnesota Buffalo parlay plus 108 with that, and then I'm betting Minnesota. I mean not Minnesota, Tennessee money line. See what that do.
I don't know how safe Minnesota against New England is. I mean that ain't really like a damn safe play, but I mean and I hate to do the Pistons like this. I think that Buffalo game is pretty safe though. I think that's pretty warm and fuzzy right there. I hate to say it like that. I think that's a warm and fuzzy. So you want to say safe? I'd say Miami over Houston, money line, but not sure if it makes sense financially. America, we love you guys. Come on in, babe. You're welcome here. They can't see you. America can't see you. Yeah, yeah, but America they can't see. We're just filming. We're just filming the podcast. Bye, America. We love you. Well, I love you. Jan doesn't. Take care, America.
Give me my
Take care.
props. Give me my
Give me my
props.
props, please.